Hello and welcome to the Corporate Governance and Ethics learning session. Today we are going to study the board oversight functions. The oversight functions of board of directors. Now, candidates, board oversight functions in the context of risk management or in the context of risk governance involves the board of directors' responsibility to ensure that the board has effective systems in place to, number one, identify risks, number two, assess risks, number three, manage risks, and then monitor risks. And this oversight is crucial for protecting shareholder value and ensuring that the company runs sustainably in the long run. Do you understand? The board oversight functions in the context of risk governance involves the responsibilities of the board to identify, to assess, manage, and monitor risks. Today, we are going to outline several functions that the board carries out in relation to risk management. Board oversight functions in the context of risk management, because there are other functions that the board carries out over and above risk management. The first function is setting the tone at the top. Setting the tone at the top. Setting the tone at the top. The board establishes what we call the risk-aware culture by demonstrating its commitment to effective risk management through its actions and communications. And that includes setting a clear risk appetite statement that defines the level of risk the company is willing to accept in pursuit of its objectives. Setting the tone at the top. The second role is to approve the risk management framework. Approving risk management framework. The board is responsible for approving the company's overall risk management framework, which includes the policies, approving the procedures, and also the processes for identifying, assessing, and also mitigating and monitoring risks. That is the function of the board, approving risk management framework. 3, overseeing risk management activities. Overseeing risk management activities. The board regularly reviews risk reports and also any other communication in relation to risk management from the management, and then assesses the effectiveness of the risk mitigation strategies. The board may also challenge management's assumptions and ensures that risk management is integrated into the company's decision-making processes. Overseeing risk management activities. 4, monitoring key risks. Monitoring key risks. In a separate lesson, we identified some of the key risks which included risks like anti-corruption and bribery, regulatory and non-regulatory laws, and many other types of uh, risks. So the role of the management is to monitor key risks. The board monitors the company's key risks, including the strategic risks, the operational risks, the compliance risks, reputation risks, and so on. And that involves tracking risk indicators, reviewing risk assessments, and also assessing the potential impact of emerging risks, monitoring key risks. 5, reviewing risk appetite and tolerance. Reviewing risk appetite and tolerance. Now, risk appetite is the level of risk that the company is willing to take in pursuit of its objectives. That is the meaning of risk appetite. So the board periodically reviews and adjusts the company's risk appetite and tolerance levels to ensure they remain aligned with the company's strategic objectives, so that they also remain aligned with the changing business environment. Reviewing risk appetite and tolerance. 6, ensuring adequate resources. Ensuring adequate resources. That is the role of the board. The board ensures that the company has adequate resources, including personnel, technology, financial resources, to effectively manage risks. That is quite straightforward, ensuring adequate resources. The 7th function is to do with evaluating of risk management performance. It is the role of the board to evaluate risk management performance. The board evaluates the performance of risk management function, including the effectiveness of risk mitigation strategies and also the adequacy of risk reporting. Then lastly, communicating with stakeholders. That is the function of the board. The board communicates with the shareholders and other stakeholders about the company's risk profile, risk management strategies, and also the effectiveness of the risk oversight. So these are 8 functions of the board in relation to risk management. The first function is to set the tone at the top. Number 2, approve risk management framework. Number 3, oversee risk management activities. Number 4, monitor key risks. Number 5, review risk appetite and tolerance. Number 6, ensure adequate resources. Number 7, evaluate risk management performance. Then lastly, the board communicates with the stakeholders. The board communicates with the stakeholders. So candidates, effective board oversight of risk management is essential for promoting sound corporate governance and protecting shareholder value. And by fulfilling their oversight functions, boards can help ensure the companies are well prepared to manage risks and achieve the company's objectives. Thank you for attending the lesson. Here is your today's assignment on board oversight functions. Board oversight functions, question 1. How does the board ensure effective oversight of organizations' risk management practices? Number 2, what specific committees or roles within the board are responsible for risk oversight? Number 3, how does the board stay informed about organization's risk profile and changes to it? Number 4, what tools and resources does the board use to evaluate the effectiveness of risk management strategies? Number 5, how does the board evaluate the performance of its oversight functions? That is your today's assignment. In our next session, we are going to study the internal control framework. Bye.